Yo guys, what's going on? Tough loss to say the least. Um, Eagles fell to the Saints 48 to I think 22 was the final score. Our defense got embarrassed. Just from the beginning, our defense couldn't slow down Drew Brees at all. Um, Giving up 41 points. Obviously the one was sharp around ran the interception back. But really a terrible showing from our defense, considering we played so well last week. I mean, I know it was against Jake Delhomme, and he's terrible, and Drew Brees is the total opposite and an amazing quarterback. But to lose that by that much, and to just get dominate, our defense to get dominated like that, it really was not good. It really hurt to see our defense get picked apart like that. Um, you know, I just really don't know what to say. I thought our defense was a lot better than that. I realized Drew Brees is one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL, but to give up 41 points is almost unforgivable. Last time I felt like our defense played this bad was probably the NFC Championship. We didn't give up nearly the same amount of points, but defense is expected to come out and do a great job, and they just didn't today. It wasn't a good showing at all. Onto the offense, Kevin Cobb in his first career start. Great job by Kevin Cobb. I know there weren't many expectations. A lot of people, including myself, really thought he was going to fail, but he did an amazing job. He threw for I think 390 yards. 2 touchdowns. He did throw a couple interceptions. The one in the beginning of the first quarter, he tried to swing it out and it got picked, and I think it was one of the linebackers, Shanley, I think, picked it off. That was really the only mistake. One at the end was a Hail Mary. I forget which one the other one was, but really only one of them was a big mistake. He really looked pretty good. I mean, in the beginning of the game, hit Deshaun Jackson for that big touchdown, and came back and tied it up, and then even stopped the Saints a couple times. But it seemed like every time we stopped the Saints, we couldn't get anything going on offense. We'd go 3 and out, or we wouldn't, get the ball in field goal range. Really, there's not much more Kevin Cobb could have done. Thrown for 390 yards, a couple touchdowns. I mean, what more can you ask from him, really? I mean, McNabb wouldn't have been able to win us this game, I don't think. There's no way. Because the Saints just were on today. They had a great game. Their defense in the second half really played pretty well. But I mean, it really didn't matter because their offense did so well that it really didn't matter if their defense did well or not, because we just seemed like sometimes we couldn't move the ball when we had to. But I don't know. I guess loss is a loss. We're now 1-1 heading into next week. At least it gets easier. Kansas City Chiefs, total opposite, a terrible team. So that's good that we'll have an easy game, and then we'll have the bye. So hopefully McNabb doesn't try to rush back, because we really need him healthy for the stretch run. I think it's in late October. We play the Redskins, and then we have like 8 straight game. The next 8 straight games are I think most of them are on the road, and it's against mostly division opponents. And I think we have like the Falcons in there, teams like that are going to be tough to beat. So we're really going to have to get as many wins as we can early in the season. Hopefully by the time we go to Washington, or after the Washington game, we'll be 5-1 and in first place, hopefully. But all in all, just not a good showing today. I kind of thought we might lose this game, but I thought it'd be a little closer than it was. I thought around maybe like 34-24, 34-27, somewhere in there. It could have gone either way, but I kind of thought the Saints might win today. But then again, if we would have said Cobb would have played like that and threw for that many yards, I probably would have said we would have won. But what can you do? Cobb did all he can, and really, the Saints are just a good team. Drew Brees is a great quarterback, but I think we meet them in the playoffs again. We'll have McNabb. We'll be more prepared. Defense will be better. We could hopefully we can beat them if we get to, hopefully we get to face them again and redeem ourselves in the playoffs. So, that's pretty much it. In Kansas City next week, Michael Vick getting activated. Jeff Garcia's spot on the roster is guaranteed for 2 weeks, they said today. So, and then of course we have Cobb, and then if McNabb comes back, I don't know. But I don't think McNabb's going to come back. They'll probably I would think they would keep him inactive because we can't risk losing him for the whole year. So then that pretty much shoots down our season, and that just really wouldn't be good. So that's pretty much all I got. Cowboys Giants tonight, their division game. I guess I don't really care who wins. I guess probably pull for the Giants because I just hate the Cowboys. But then again, speaking of the Giants, real quick, I just want to add something in here. Cheat me out, and a couple people have been going back and forth talking about Eli Manning, how he's a great quarterback. He's an okay quarterback. I guess he isn't terrible, but he's definitely not a good quarterback. He won a Super Bowl because of the defense. Just because they had a great defense is the only reason he won the Super Bowl. And he's an average quarterback and nothing more. He's not superior to half the quarterbacks in the NFL. So I just wanted to clear that up, that Eli Manning is way overrated, and I'd rather have McNabb any day of the week. So that's pretty much it. That's all I got. Just keep pounding. Hopefully you can beat the Chiefs next week. Well, I know we're going to beat the Chiefs because, dude, there's no way we're going to lose to the Kansas City Chiefs next week. There's just no way. So that's pretty much all I got. As always, go Birds.